Alright YouTube, it has been a busy couple of weeks here around the wood yard. We were out at the Paul Bunyan show in Ohio, and then it was this past week getting all caught up on everything. We were lucky to unload these trailers on Wednesday night, and I was hoping to do the video before today, but it's just been crazy. Firewood going out and just everything else. We're very blessed to be busy, but something like this is collateral damage at this point. But what I wanted to show you today was two new trailers that we just brought in. The black one is going to be my new personal trailer, and then this galvanized one, yes, it's galvanized, it's not aluminum, but galvanized, is going to be going down to Fairmont, North Carolina for Mr. Blair. He's just a little bit east of the Biltmore estate down there, so heavily ravaged area from Hurricane Helene. This is going to be used in part of the cleanup is what's going to be first tasked with. He ordered it, probably 2 months ago or so, but we'll do the handoff probably next week when he comes up. So let me grab the camera, we'll do a quick walk around, and I'll tell you all about these two new trailers. All right, so like I said, the black one is my new trailer. My old trailer is actually going to a tree company up in I think it's the upper northwest corner of the state of Michigan is where that one's going. But I never really used the dump option on mine, so I just went with the standard RFR 07. So this is a 19-foot, 6-inch long deck, and then it should be right about 7 feet between the bunk poles, which I'll grab a tape measure and do the little walk around. The AM210, this is the same loader that picked up the big Mafia block in one of the other videos we did as a short, which weighs about 3,600 to 3,800 pounds. It did that and lifted it, loaded it, stretched with it in the boom, all that kind of good stuff. So this is a 16,000 pound trailer for the GVWR. It is tandem 8K axles. We do have the upgraded 17.5 load range J tires. I did the upgraded diamond plate floor because we do all the deliveries with the firewood bags, and I didn't want to have to walk between the cross members but be able to walk on solid footing. And I did the diamond plate versus the smooth steel because we do get snow and ice up here. I figured a little bit of grip is better than nothing at all. We have the new wider stance outriggers on these than what is on my personal trailer, the old one. We did it with the hydraulic rams on the outside for easy serviceability. Like on my trailer, they were sucked up inside, this tube. So if that fitting ever came loose, it was a 2-hour job to take all of this apart. So now everything's out here in the open. And no, you don't have to worry about the chrome getting dinged while it's going down the road because all of that sucks up inside the barrel. The last touch that we did on this one for an extra, I did the electric over hydraulic here on the right joystick for the grapple open and close. So red is closed and green is open is how this one's set up. We do have it with the pressure gauge here just for basically if this is not picking something up and it's at 3,000 PSI, it is way too heavy for the loader because this is rated for like 3,800 pounds. So this will pick up quite a bit. We did a mounted matching spare tire on this one. You get the electric start battery is down here. That is exclusively for the Honda electric start engine. Back in, right about there, see if I can zoom in on this. That is the battery box for the electric breakaway system. It will charge off of the battery on the Honda, but it is not related to that. Just in case the battery ever goes dead, you do have the option for still being safe going down the road. We have the new light plug bracket to keep that out of the mud and the snow. Yes, I said snow. It is almost that time of year because it's mid-October up here. Hour meter, electric start, sight glass, running AW32 in these. A nice diamond plate deck. And again, I'll grab a tape measure here in a minute, because I have been getting asked if I can get 2 pallets on here side by side, and I'm guessing that we can. Heavy duty rub rail. Went with the round pockets on this. They're a little bit thicker pipe and seems to do a better job with the wood weight. 4 trucker straps with the chain ends on it that slide. When I bring the wood in, I try to get it right even between these two bollards, which puts most of the weight over that front axle. I never bring everything all the way forward or take it all the way back, but as you pick up with the grapple, because of the dangle style that is on this, if you pick everything up and it's like a perfectly horizontal beam, and I put it right over top of that front wheel, I might put them on onesie twosie, but I'll take them off as a full fistful, maybe 3 or 4 with this loader. Then for transport going down the road, we did a little trap door back here on the build. This back gate lifts up and leaves exposed a big arm down inside that the grapple can grab onto, just to keep that upper elbow from tickling traffic lights coming through town. See if I can close this without slamming it and blowing your speakers out. There we go. All LED lights on this. Again, the 17.5 load range J tires. They are 8K axles, so it's a true weighted trailer. 21-foot reach is from the exact center here on, the rotator to the exact center on the turn tubes on this one. You do go a little bit longer if you can get, the grapple in line with the boom. Might take you out to like 23 feet, but heck of a trailer. I'm really excited to start using it. I think we're going to take it over to Patriots Cove first and load probably the deck on that 1424 from Brute Force in the background, just to make it a little bit easier than using the mini MT85 for loading the deck. But price-wise, something like this is going to go for about $45,000. And then Mr. Blair's in the background with the galvanized was $55,000 was his price. So let me pause it here, then we'll do a walk around on his trailer. All right, so with Mr. Blair's trailer, let's try to get the shot backed up here a little bit so you can kind of see what we have going on. These loaders do go 360. They are not continuous 360 like you would find on a mini excavator. Just keep going around with like a slew box on it. But with this, it will go 360. It actually goes about 365. So like if you came over the driver's side, you could scratch and tickle the passenger side fender, and vice versa, come in over, the passenger side and get to the driver's side on it, which is really, really handy for loading out like mason dumps or just stake body dumps, anything else that can hold some kind of wood or debris. It just really doubles the capacity, between the trailer and the truck itself. We are branding this one as an RFR07 SE because it holds the same frame as my trailer there with the channel. But we did this one as a hybrid for Mr. Blair. He wanted it with that wood decking, just like what we have on ours, which is tucked up on the other side of the container over there. And again, I forgot to grab that tape measure, which I'll do in the next spot, and just pull tapes around. But this one is a 16-foot, or no, 20, yeah, this is 21-foot loader, so I like going 3 feet longer on the loader. So this is that same, 19.6 length body. We'll just check the width on it. And same capacity, about 3,800 pounds, 21 feet worth of reach, hydraulic outriggers outside the A-frame there with the outriggers, 8K axles, 17.5 load range J tires, the 4 bunk poles, the 4 trucker straps. Super, super nice trailer, mounted spare tire. The galvanization on this, I believe, was about a $5,500 option. They do a hot dip, so this actually gets submerged in the galvanization and then pulled back out, reweighed, and that's where we get the bill from. Again, this trailer ran right about $55,000, and that was with the galvanized, with the spare, and with that aluminum toolbox on the other side. I've always kind of figured the trailers around like $1 a pound on the GVWR, so this would be like $16,000. The loader would be right about $1 a foot of reach, so that's about $21,000. We add in the tire and rim upgrade, the toolbox upgrade. The power pack runs right about like $4,500 on these, and then we have the shipping and things that come in. So by the time everything's all said and done, this one added up, like I said, about $55,000 as a dump and the rear nest. So this is a 3-position nest. It'll go over here in the center, or in the corner pocket here, or the corner pocket over there. It just depends what Mr. Blair wants to do. Again, nice heavy duty, you know, thick wall pipe. And then we did flush mount these. So if you come in with like pallets, they're no longer going to snag like on mine, because mine stood up about that much. So it's a learning curve. I use everything and I give the feedback back to the factory so they can make the product even better than it already is. But again, same 16,000 pound weight, 8K axles. There's an aluminum toolbox that we built in. That way it's down and low, versus like mine, it was on the passenger side. Whenever I pulled up to curbside to load out logs, I couldn't see because literally it was mounted like right here, and that sucked, frankly. But so these are the 2 trailers that we have. They're not in stock. It's mine and a customer's. So just want to do a quick walk around here and show you what we had going on. I do have quite a bit of firewood to get processed out this afternoon. Otherwise, I'd throw some wood on these and really play. But again, it's the same loader on my trailer as it is on Mr. Blair's, so I don't want to scratch his all up. But guaranteed, mine will get down and dirty at some point. So stay tuned, and we'll make sure I show you all of that when it happens. All right, you've heard my rant about tape measures and never being able to find one. So this is a 16-footer. So we went to the edge of the diamond plate over there, and came back to the edge over here, and we are sitting promptly at 7 foot 2 inches, also known as 86 inches left to right. So if you're running, you know, the double 48s, 42s will definitely fit, you know, because they'll be, you know, right about down the width of the trailer outside the pipe. I can do that here with holding the camera. Put this here, take your finger. So if I go out just a little bit, so we're running right around like 93 inches on the outside. So if you went 48s, it wouldn't fit, but if you did the 42 side, I think you'd fit pretty well down the inside of the trailer. All right, well, let's see if I can button this one up. The wind is really picking up something crazy, so probably competing with that for noise. But so like the standard trailers that we offer, there's like the first one is going to be your RFR. It's road and forestry, and then whatever the R is in French, that means trailer, is what that stands for. I did take French in high school, but that was decades ago, and I didn't really learn it that well then, so I don't really remember it much now. Anyway, the bunk trailer is always like our skeleton frame, open cross members, like what you would see as a traditional log truck or log trailer, and that's also our lightest. We do like an RFR 05, that's a 14,000 pound trailer. I believe it is a 16-foot deck, and I like doing that one with either the 170 for 17 feet worth of reach, or the 190 for 19 feet worth of reach. The 17-footer does right around like 2,300 pounds for a lift capacity, and the 19-footer is its own assembly, and so it's a different, you know, tube steel, different cylinders. It's picking about 3,000 pounds. So I like doing the loader about 3 feet longer than the trailer, just that way everything nests and stores well. The RFR 05 is going to be like your low mid-30s kind of bunk trailer number. The regular RFR 07 like mine with, you know, open frame, no diamond plate, the 19-foot or the 21-foot reach loader, depending there, you're going to be upper 30s into the $40,000 category with the bigger loader. We can go full gooseneck. We do the 7,000 pound axles. We do the 8,000 pound axles. I can do a 10,000 pound axle with the oil bath. We can either do that as a single wheel, which is my preference, or do it with the duals. But if you're going to do dual wheels, I would rather you do the 12K or the 15K. So it's basically, there's a $14,000 pound option, 16,000 pound, 20, 24, and 30,000 pound. We have done triples, but it just works out. There's so many wheels, it's almost impossible to turn. So I'd rather play with just doing tandem axles and then work the weight accordingly. When we get into a dump trailer setup, now you're talking like 7x14 is the popular one, with the 17-foot reach loader on it. So you'd be 7 foot by 14 feet, 24-inch solid sides, 24 inches worth of mesh. It would be a 16-inch wheel on that one, but it's like a G-rated tire, and you're going to be somewhere like low to mid 40s, depending how we option it and where it has to get shipped. The commercial popular one is a 7x16. It's a 16,000 pound trailer, so it's 7x16 inside the dump body. Normally we do that one with like a 48-inch solid side, but we can do a variant between the solid and the mesh. We can go taller as long as it still slopes in at the nose of the trailer, just so the grapple can get in close and store. That one would be like upper 40s, kind of bumping $50,000 territory. And again, we can go 18 feet long, 20 feet long, 24 feet long. There's really where I cap it out. And usually that's our big Bertha storm debris cleanup kind of chaser trailer. Tandem axles, the bigger loader like this 210, maybe even the 230 for 23 feet worth of reach. You do lose a little bit of lifting capacity because there's more mass in that boom that has to go further. I think it still picks up like 3,500 pounds. We do it with the operator's turret, so you spin and rotate with the loader itself. I know we haven't done a grapple trailer video in a little while, that's why I try to run through these different models. And then this SE version is the hybrid, so it's kind of the best of both worlds in my opinion. You get the open sides, because we move more of log length stuff than I do loose debris, so that's why I say it's the best of both worlds, because then you dump it and you can do log length without having to worry about the grapple slamming around inside the body. We've just stood plywood up on ours to do, debris cleanups or deliver firewood. But like I said, that's a 2020 trailer. I think I've dumped it 4 times. So that's why we went with just the flat deck on this one, no dump option. Weight-wise, this one weighs about 4,500 pounds. This one weighs about 6,500 pounds because it has a whole second frame underneath it. The dump trailers always carry 2 frames, one for the trailer, one for the dump. It's always the front mounted telescopic cylinder. We can do a hydraulic winch on the loader itself. I think that adds like 36 or 3,800 bucks. We can do the really long ladder style ramps that go up underneath with the storage. They usually run about 1,800 bucks. The spare tires vary on whether it's 17-inch or the 16-inch. We can do toolboxes like on this one. The clamshells that go inside the loader grapple itself with the frame storage. They're pricey, but we can do them. We do them in like 36 or 48-inch, depends on what you want and how big the trailer is. Just give me a phone call is probably the easiest way to do these trailers, because everyone wants them built to handle a certain niche, whether it's like junk removal, highway cleanups, tree service, storm chaser. We all kind of start at like the basic level, like I was talking about with these, and the dollars and cents. But once it gets into filling a niche, I'd like to have the conversation so we can build you an exact quote to get you what you need. And we use everything that we sell, so I know the capabilities of both these trailers and all the loaders that we sell. So give me a phone call. It's 833-SPLITTER. It's 833-775-4887. You can also email me at sales@shaverequipment.com. We do offer financing. It's over on the website shaverequipment.com, and you'll see up in the right-hand corner there's a tab and a button for financing. And I'll tell you this on the phone, and I'll say it on the video. If you have a local bank that you're used to dealing with, by all means, work local. If they laugh at you that you're going to spend, $40,000, $50,000 on a dump trailer, then my guy Scott knows exactly what this is. Both the trailer has a serial number and the loader has a serial number, so it all gets financed. There is a 1-year warranty on all the build quality on the trailer and the loader. Both are made by AM Machinery in Quebec, Canada. So we get them shipped here, or we can ship them straight to your location. You just have to have something like an outdoor loading dock to get them out of a trailer or off of a trailer. So again, give us a phone call, shoot us an email. Video got a little bit longer than what I wanted to do. Now I got to switch gears and go from trailers to making firewood because I have orders to go out, but the weather was too nice to really lose the afternoon and not talk about these. So I appreciate your attention. Give us a phone call and I'd love to talk to you. I want to earn your business with that sales quote, so we hope to hear from you soon. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button here on the channel so you can stay up to date on everything we have going on, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.